Hello and welcome to today's edition of the News in Brief. In the headlines, Supreme Court judges tell journalists to be circumspect in criticism of judges. GJA appeals to media to be mindful of 2020 election petition judgment reportage. Auditor General Domelevo reports for work after long leave, and COVID-19 mass vaccination exercise continues. News in Brief is brought to you by
Graphic Communication is giving you the opportunity to have news not only in hard copy but also in a digital form. Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
And now the details. The Supreme Court will on Thursday rule on the 2020 presidential election petition. A justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Yoni Kulendi, has asked journalists to be constructive in the criticism of judges. At a press conference in Accra today, Justice Kulendi said journalists and judges have similar responsibilities of serving the public and must therefore discharge them in the interest of the country.
Justice Kulendi was speaking on behalf of the Chief Justice, Justice Kwesi Anim-Yeboah, at a joint conference in Accra organized by the Judicial Service and the Ghana Journalists Association.
God willing, tomorrow the court will speak. When judges speak, that's the end of our role. It's not our place to get into studios, into debates, into commentaries, and to explain. That responsibility falls to you as the anchors who take information out. And His Lordship has said, I should tell you that as trustees of the People's Power of Justice, we are willing and happy to be criticized. Criticize us as violently as you can, but for Christ's sake, don't insult us.
The president of the Ghana Journalists Association, Mr. Roland Afelmoni, who was at the event, also had an appeal for journalists.
We know that the ownership structure of the Ghanaian media prevents some of you from being as professional as you ought to be or what you want to be. So there's nothing we can do given the pluralistic nature of the media. All sides of issues are peddled. But for the sake of heaven, for the sake of national unity and cohesion and stability, our appeal to the media community in general, please inject the highest degree of circumspection in tomorrow's judgment, so that at the end of it all, Ghana will continue to be at peace with itself and at peace with the rest of the world. On this note, once again, I thank you for what you have done, and may the God of heaven bless you all.
The Auditor General, Mr. Domelevo, today reported for work after exhausting his 167-day accumulated leave. He showed up at the head office of the Audit Service in Accra at 8:20 a.m. amid a misunderstanding with the Audit Service Board.
Mr. Domelevo went on leave on July 1, 2020, following a directive from the presidency for him to exhaust his accumulated leave since 2016. However, days before resuming work, the board, in a letter addressed to the president, stated that it had come across new information that indicates Mr. Domelevo should have retired on June 1, 2020, as his date of birth is June 1, 1960. But Mr. Domelevo has explained that was a mistake, and that mistake has since been corrected in 1993. In a short interaction with journalists on his arrival at his office today, Mr. Domelevo said he would not comment on any issues raised by the Audit Service Board.
I will not make any public statements. I will not also comment on any issues, but it will be a disrespect to you people to just look at you and ignore you. So once again, thank you very much for showing concern and for coming. Thank you.
The COVID-19 mass vaccination exercise continued today as more frontline workers, including media personalities, were vaccinated at the Ghana International Press Center. The chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mrs. Jean Mensah, was also vaccinated today.
About the first one.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at GraphicGH. I am Ama Mankwa Befi.